Hello, beautiful minds. Welcome back to Sophia Corner, a quiet corner for curious minds. I'm Sophia, and I'm so happy you're here. Whether you're listening while commuting, studying, exercising, or simply relaxing after a long day, thank you for spending a few minutes with me. Today's topic is something I think almost everyone has experienced at least once. It's the difference between being busy and being productive. At first, these two ideas sound almost identical. If you're busy, you're probably getting things done, right? Well, not always. Have you ever had one of those days when you were doing something from the moment you woke up until bedtime? You answered emails, replied to messages, attended meetings, finished small tasks, and maybe even skipped your lunch break because you had so much to do. By the end of the day, you felt completely exhausted. But when you stopped for a moment and asked yourself, what did I really accomplish today? You couldn't think of a clear answer. If that has ever happened to you, don't worry, you're not alone. The truth is, being busy and being productive are not the same thing. Being busy means you're doing a lot of activities. Your schedule is full and your time is occupied. Being productive, on the other hand, means you're spending your time on the things that truly matter. Productivity isn't measured by how many tasks you complete. It's measured by how much meaningful progress you make. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two university students preparing for an exam. The first student spends 6 hours at a desk, but during those 6 hours, they keep checking social media, replying to messages, watching short videos, and getting distracted every few minutes. The second student studies for only 3 hours. Their phone is silent. They focus on one subject at a time and take short breaks when needed. Who was busier? Probably the first student. Who was more productive? Most likely the second one. The difference wasn't time, it was focus. I think many of us grow up believing that being busy means we're successful. We even tell other people, I've been so busy lately, almost as if it's something to be proud of. But a full calendar doesn't always mean we're moving forward. There's a quote I really like. It says, "Don't confuse movement with progress." Think about that for a moment. You can keep moving all day long. You can answer hundreds of emails, attend meeting after meeting, and complete dozens of small tasks. But if none of those things help you reach your goals, are you really making progress? Sometimes we're simply running without knowing where we're going. So how can we become more productive instead of just busy? The first step is to decide what really matters. Instead of writing a long to-do list every morning, choose 1 or 2 important tasks that will make your day meaningful. Once those are finished, everything else becomes a bonus. The second step is learning to protect your attention. Today, distractions are everywhere. Every notification, every message, and every new video is asking for your attention. If we allow everything to interrupt us, we'll spend our entire day reacting instead of creating. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is simply put your phone away for an hour and focus on one important task. The third step is remembering that rest is not the opposite of productivity. Many people believe they have to work longer hours to achieve more. But our brains need time to recover. A short walk, a cup of coffee, or even 5 minutes of quiet can help us return with more energy and better ideas. Productive people don't just know when to work, and they also know when to rest. Before we finish today's episode, I'd like to leave you with one simple question. At the end of today, ask yourself this: was I busy? Or was I productive? Did I spend my time on things that truly mattered? Did I take one small step toward the person I want to become? Remember, productivity isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. You don't have to fill every minute of your day to have a meaningful life. Sometimes, accomplishing one important task is far more valuable than completing 20 small ones that don't really matter. So tomorrow morning, before you start your day, pause for just a moment. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do today that will make the biggest difference? Start with that. You might be surprised by how much calmer, more focused, and more fulfilled you feel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this conversation encourages you to think differently about the way you spend your time. Remember, being busy fills your schedule, but being productive moves your life forward. This is Sophia, and you're listening to Sophia Corner. Stay curious, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next corner. Until next time, take care.